We are live streaming and we will be sending it to the VL and then we will start.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting ready to say I'm muted because I'm eating ravioli, and then I see I am one of the people not muted. So that is, I'm not muted, but I am eating ravioli.
I would love some
Ravioli,
ravioli.
ravioli, give me the formioli.
Oh yeah, it's that Chef Boyardee, that good.
Good.
I'm sorry, we're at tribal council, so it's Chef Boy, are we fucked?
Oh, duh. Like I'm gonna eat my Dunkaroos more like fuckaroos. Like fuck.
Okay, now Jacob's here. We have perfect attendance tonight.
Yay!
So okay, there's the VL link right there. Alrighty. So welcome to your first tribal council, everybody. Yay, we're here. We're the first one of season 2. So I am going to start with Karen. So you want to explain to the audience what this challenge was and how you felt about it?
It was a mind fuck. I hate the alphabet a lot now. But now I also know a lot of survivor names, so that's totally useless. Basically, we had the list of 10 names and a list of all the letters that went in the name that were all jumbled, and we had to figure out which name was what. And these 2 tribes clearly could not do that very well. So unfortunately, here we are. I will say it's not for lack of effort, because I know for a fact there were at least 7 hours that I was present attempting stuff, and that wasn't even all the time spent. So it was fun. It was fun.
Alrighty, and I'm gonna go to Wesley next. So do the challenge results of you guys being here, is that going to have any effect on what happens tonight?
I feel like in general, it's important to look at considering from both tribes who put in the effort into the challenge and who did and did not put in stuff like that. And also, but that's not the only factor to consider. There's also social bonds and this general activity and strategic merit and all that. But like, I do feel like there is some level of challenges how much effort you put in. But honestly, I feel like the challenge was a bit of a not really crapshoot, but like it was like because everyone was guessing at the end. It was kind of based on how little lucky you were.
Okay. So I'm just going to keep going in order of my screen. I will be going to RJ next. So how important is forming connections even though you were here as a joint tribal, y'all were on 5-person tribes? How important are forming those?
You really want to ask me that question? That is a loaded question right now. I came into this tribal council hot, and I'm not even going to address that question because social bonds are everything. And you have somebody from the other tribe who's been completely inactive this entire weekend. Vanessa, why the fuck shouldn't we vote you out tonight? Because you've been completely useless this week and you've done absolutely nothing. And by the way, Lake, Swallow my motherfucking name, bitch. I never fucking spoke to you, so swallow my motherfucking name because I ain't say shit to you and you want to run your mouth and tell Brian that I'm targeting him, bitch. I'm not the fucking one to play.
Alrighty. So,
Can I ask a question?
yeah, go ahead.
Lake, do you want to rebuttal that?
Fucking crickets like he's been all fucking day, but wants to run his goddamn mouth behind the fucking scenes.
Vanessa, do you have any comments as well?
I mean, the challenge failure that got the other tribe to this tribal council didn't have anything to do with me, but I trusted the person on our tribe who submitted our final results with the results of this challenge, and that's put me at the first tribal, but there's a lot of game left to play, so I don't think what's happened in the past 2 days is as important as what's going to happen over the course of the next 2 weeks, honestly.
But like, how much time did you spend in this challenge? Maybe all of about 10 seconds.
I didn't help my tribe with this challenge.
Like, Jared, why the fuck we should vote you out tonight? Like, bye, inactive, get the fuck out. Like, we all came to play a game. You don't want to fucking be here. Bye.
I do want to be here. I was already busy during the first 2 days of this challenge, but during the rest of this season, I'm not going to be anywhere near as busy, and I'm going to be very active.
You had 48 hours. You could spend some time and help your tribe shuffle through 700 plus survivor names. Like,
Alrighty then. And Lake, you didn't have any comments or anything to say? Alrighty again. I guess we'll move on. So my next question is gonna go to Ian. How do you feel about this being two tribes being here right now?
I don't really know how to follow that up. I think it's a unique twist. We're always, talking to just the same group of people, and now we kind of have to not just make a plan amongst ourselves, but try to make some sort of plan with people who, tomorrow we're not going to get a chance to speak to again until God knows when. So if you're trying to play the long game, who knows if the person you're trying to make a relationship with on the other side is even going to be there, in a week or two. So it's definitely a fine line between, do I play for the here and now, or do I play for the next week and the week after that?
You ready? So next I'm gonna go to Brian. So do you feel that this vote is going to be based on tribe lines or just any bonds that both tribes have made with each other?
I think this vote is going to be based on the personal relationships each of us have developed within the time that we had the opportunity to talk to the other tribe and see if everyone can come to a consensus, or if it's going to be a tribe versus tribe thing. And honestly, I don't know, but I guess we'll find out in a few minutes when one of you all read the votes.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna have a follow-up to that. This is gonna go to Cam. So Brian is talking about this being based on the personal bonds that you've built. Do you feel this would be the same energy if it was your tribe and not the other tribe, if it was another tribe with you guys?
Sorry, could you repeat that? I'm stoned as shit.
You're fine. Do you feel that so Brian was talking about how it's going to be, how this vote will be based on the personal bonds that each of you have been able to make with each other instead over tribe lines? Do you feel this would be the same energy if it was your tribe with another tribe?
It's hard to tell because this is still only the first tribal council. Like nobody knows exactly where everybody's head is at. But like for the most part, I feel like it could be the same. It could not be the same. It's really, I don't know.
Alrighty. So my next question is gonna go to Vanessa. With it being two tribes here, how do you make sure this vote is not going to fall on you?
I think that the groundwork that would make that happen or not happen has already been laid. I think everybody's gone in here with an idea of what they want to happen and what they're willing to happen. And that certainly could be what's happening, but I can definitely see a number of different possibilities that don't involve me going home.
So my next question is going to go to Matt. What are you going to be basing your vote on? You personally as a player.
I'm basing my vote on the trust I have with my tribe. I hope I can trust them, and this will end of tonight. I'm going to be able to see. So, putting my cards on the line, and I hope we came to a consensus that that isn't fucked. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. So my next question, Lake, if you can type or unmute for this, because this one's going to go to you. Do you think that the two twists that are going to be coming into effect has any impact on the vote? If he will. Can you hear?
Lake messaged me. He says he cannot speak. He's with people.
Okay, he can just listen. Okay. Cool. So I'll just make this one an open question. Anybody feel that?
I feel like the thing is we don't know what the twists are going to be, so it's hard to play around them without the information.
Okay.
I agree with what Wesley's saying, but it's also fun to speculate on what, like, we know the names of the twist, the twister and the lightning. So it's kind of fun to speculate on what they could be, at least from my perspective.
Alrighty.
I mean, the speculation is everything, but at the end of the day, even with the names of the twists being known, it really didn't change my outlook on the vote tonight. It all came down to activity and who actually applied to play the game and was helping their tribe. And a lot of information was shared and a lot of misinformation was construed with some things that were stated. And so really early on, I think it was like 11 or 12 o'clock this morning, we kind of settled on a name and knew where my head was going tonight.
Okay. Alrighty. Anyone else? Alrighty. So I have one more. Well, actually, no, I have a second to last question. Oh, wait, here's Jacob. Jacob says, I've speculated that the Twister Twist essentially serves as a random tribe swap, or it scatters players from certain tribes to other ones, which would explain the 4 tribes of 5. It gives more room to shuffle things around and potentially get rid of other tribes. All right. And with that, I'm going to be going back to you, Jacob. So my question for you is, if you were to pick a natural disaster to be the vibe of this tribal council in this whole round, what natural disaster would it be? Be as creative as you want. Give them a second to type that out. And Matt says, life is a highway. Okay. While Jacob is typing that, oh, here we go. It's going to be an earthquake. You're going to reveal the details about the twist, and it's going to shake up how we strategize moving forward. We can speculate all we want, but all of that skepticism will be put to rest once you inform us what the Twister and Lightning Twist have in store for us. Yeah, we see that. Shake it up. Alrighty, so I do have one more question, and this is for everybody. Raise your hand if you think you are going to be the first Buddha this season. We have RJ, Matt. Any other raised hands? Alrighty, some of y'all feel in danger. Some of y'all feel confident. Well, only one way to find out.
So question, Grace, are breakout rooms possible here? Can I like whisper to Ann and Jacob?
So unfortunately, breakout rooms are not available right now. Because I had to set them and I didn't realize, because this is a new Zoom account that we used for this season. So unfortunately, they're not available this round. They will be available for every round coming forward. I do apologize for that.
10-4, well, point blank period, I've talked to you two probably the most from the other side today, and I'm doing exactly what the fuck I told you to that I was doing. I'm voting for Vanessa. There's no shade or anything about it. I'm voting for the Vanessa. You don't want to be here. You want to just send videos of the concert all weekend. Cool, great, whatever. We had 48 hours to do this challenge. There was 3 people on your tribe who actually attempted the challenge. So I'm not going to be writing their name down. So I won't be writing down Jake, Brian, or Ann's name. And I mean, Lake, as much as he wants to talk, I mean, I'm not going to waste my time voting for him because he actually did kind of show up this week during the challenge. And so that leaves me to write your name down.
Also, yeah, and on that note, y'all go ahead and you confirm your votes in your projects. And Seb will be reading them off shortly.
Yep. And for the meantime, this is being trained for the VL. So if you want to give any shout outs to the VL, now would be the time to do so.
I absolutely need to jump on the shout outs. So shout out to Marcelo, Hottie, hashtag love you, and Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter and anyone else that's Marcelo always shouts out. I am obligated to. Also shout out CTC Prod, shout out EXP, shout out my cats, shout out work. I hope it's not too busy. I can't really hear the phones right now, so we'll see when this is over. Shout out natural disasters, I guess. Maybe not that. I was trying to think of the theme. You know. Shout out good weather. We'll shout out good weather. There.
Shout out Chief Keith. Shout out Jen and Topher. Shout out Pickle and Rocky. Yeah.
Shout out to my parents. Shout out to my fictional church. Shout out to everyone.
Shout out to your mom.
Shout out to Jake Stevens. We see you, bestie. We see you.
Also, shout out to Natural Disaster Survival Simulator on Roblox.
Shout out to Roblox Survivor, which I think is called something different from Catfight Avoidance.
Hello, everyone. Okay. Before we get started, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I'll read the votes. First vote, RJ. Second vote, Vanessa. Third vote. RJ. Fourth vote. Vanessa. Fifth vote. RJ. Sixth vote. Vanessa. Seventh vote. RJ. Eighth vote. Vanessa. Ninth vote. RJ. 10th vote. And the first person voted out, Distortion Survivor World's End, RJ. RJ, if you have any final words, now would be the time to say them.
Oh, do I have some final words? I don't know who it was. That was being a shady little hoe on the Sichuan tribe. Karen, baby, best of luck. You honestly are probably the one person who I connected with the most. New wise going into this game. Wesley, I mean, you know how it goes. We spent 17 fucking hours on this challenge. You guys are probably going to end up on the losing end of every single tribal council this season. And it's going to see how everything happens. I mean, at the end of the day, Lake and Brian are pieces of shit and they are constant motherfucking snakes. And you can't trust Jake's bitch ass either. So just remember those three names and y'all should be motherfucking fine. The best of luck to Glow. Pass that message along, please, Prod. And I will see you all on the flip side when y'all fucked.
RJ, thank you so much for playing and applying. It was a pleasure hosting you again, but the tribe has spoken. And with that, congratulations on making Final 19, but don't go anywhere because obviously the twist has to be revealed some way or another. So